Hello, I'm Kyle and Loxton, joined by Kyle, and you're now listening to the SoulInsights Podcast. Let it rain, be the forecast. C&K coming through with a new broadcast. UK raised at a show on the dog tag. Everything changed, but we always stay on track. Straight face in the place, yeah, I'm on that. Every week a new episode on tap. Same phase, new pace, better contact. Socials, SoulInsights Index, we follow that. Follow that.
Right, welcome back to the SoulInsights Podcast.
Hi.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, bitches.
I mean,
And
obviously,
bitchettes.
to anyone viewing now, it's obviously not Halloween jokes, but
No, to you people over there.
but
But banter, isn't it? So,
I hope you're sending yourselves.
yeah, in that Gandhi little costume, that stupid little tart outfit that you're probably wearing. I'm talking to you all men out
Sexy.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
well, that's the
Right.
main topic today. So
Yeah, so Halloween.
speaky with
So
it.
we're going to go over some stories. I've got some jokes, and yeah, we'll go from there. So, but we will start off as normal. for you
Weekly.
people.
Catch up. What happened, mate?
I got spanked 7-2 in my football match,
Did you?
although apparently we're the best side that they faced this season, and we're the worst and they're the best, which makes that even more jokes. We went in 2-2 at half-time, and then we got absolutely slaughtered second half, but who cares about that?
Are you still playing the same position?
Jokes. I've ended up at centre-back now.
Would you stay centre back?
I hope not. I told you that would happen.
Yeah.
The little sofa things
Centre
come
back.
down.
Are you going to be staying centre back, do you reckon?
I played well there, so yeah, probably. Or full-back, but it depends, I suppose, on who's there as well. If we've got enough players and such that
Yeah.
I can stay in those positions, but I want to play right wing, so
We'll see what happens.
exactly.
Not too much happened for me. I guess we managed to get a couple of reviews actually from the song, and you got mentioned in one of the blogs, wasn't it? Talented friend.
Oh, did I?
You had?
Yeah,
I don't know if I've got.
that's what I'm here for.
And part of it was an interview about my one was crafting music as an artistic expression was the headline of mine, and you were involved in the visual and performance dimension. So it just goes in a world of visuals. So I integral to music. Apparently, I embraced the challenge of creating compelling music videos and stage performances. His collaboration with a talented friend who specializes in visuals has allowed him to explore creative horizons. Inspired by artists like NF, he aspires to incorporate similar captivating visuals into his live performances, enhancing the overall experience for his audience. It's like what we said last pod episode.
Specialised. I'm specialised.
You are
apparently.
special.
I am special, yes, but I don't think I'm specialised.
That's cool. Then you may as well get the
Recognition
soak it up.
that I deserve.
exactly.
My buddy little video where I just stood him on spot and filmed.
There's linked to NF visuals because obviously you've seen it as well. So you're on the same wavelength, aren't we?
Yeah.
Of what we feel like we could capture though.
Pretty raw stuff and that, so
But like I said, yes, I've had some more, and then I've just been writing random stuff. So it's random. Like you
Yeah.
said, you'll probably see Kyle cover it because why not?
more for the next catch up.
Yeah. So the music recommendation for this episode, we'll keep it topical, is Savage Gasp's Kamara. Sorry, I'm a Haunted House,
I am indeed.
and it's going on the SI Pod playlist on Spotify. Shit.
I give up with that. Anybody
Just
watching, you can
expose
see
it.
Sofa. Yeah, sound.
So yeah, that's
Banging
banging
song,
Yeah,
banging cover. So, as in,
yeah, just like that for
artist
Halloween.
cover. Yeah, exactly. Right, TV film game.
Yep.
Go on, pick one.
TV.
So TV is American Horror Story Delicate, which is the new one. I think it's Delicate, season 12. So I didn't realise they'd done so many. And what's mental is Kim Kardashian is in it.
Wow.
Which is jokes, isn't it? And a few others. I can't remember who else. There's some big names in it though. Lady Gaga's been in it before, which I didn't
right.
know as well. But yeah, Kim Kardashian's in this one, so coffee Kim Price. Right, film or game?
Film.
Right, so you've got The Exorcist Believer, just because it's new, and Totally Killer, which is another new one, which is on Amazon Prime, or Prime Video rather. So that'd be a cool one worth checking out. It looks kind of jokes, but it's about school kids, so I mean it might not be your kind of thing,
Right.
but it's just horror comedy. So and games, it doesn't really follow the theme, but Alan Wake 2's just come out,
Alright.
and Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 1 has just come out as well. So two cool little games that you can check out. I don't actually know if I've ever played a Metal Gear Solid game. It's not my kind of thing. And Alan Wake isn't my type of game either, but I know you'd probably play both, wouldn't you, to be
I
honest?
played both, yeah.
Yeah.
So I would say one thing. Do you reckon Exorcist is the film for Halloween? this year.
It seems like it is.
I was thinking it'd probably be Saw X, to be honest.
It came out too early.
Yeah.
For it.
But Saw X could have ran with it, to be honest. Don't you think? I mean, the quality of that film slapped. For Halloween, I'm not sure. Maybe scary. It wasn't that scary. It's just gory, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's better, isn't it? Nice gore fest.
The Exorcist, it wasn't. No, it's not particularly my sort of thing. And then, yeah, Metal Gear Solid 5 was a slapper. I remember playing that. And Alan Wake wasn't too bad. I remember playing that. It's little shadow men that follow you. And you have to shine your little torch at them. So I guess Alan Wake 2 is the same concept.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. Just obviously.
I mean, that's probably taken a long time to make.
That, so, yeah.
It's Alan Wake 1's time ago.
Yeah, exactly.
So I guess there's the hype for that.
Jokes.
So there we go. So we're moving on to the cocktail. We should have done Halloween themed cocktail actually, but
never mind.
We're going with old fashioned. So here is a shameful example of sexual discrimination in the cocktail world. There are two versions of the old fashioned. For the masculine version, you stir half a teaspoon of sugar, 2 dashes of Angostura bitters, and a teaspoon of water in a pre-chilled glass until the sugar dissolves. Fill the glass with ice cubes and add 2 ounces of American blended whiskey. Stir well, twist lemon peel over the top. Then drop the peel into the glass. For the feminine version, you go through exactly the same process and then reach for the fruit bowl. Slices of oranges, slices of lemon, cherries, almost anything goes. The reason for this wretched excess, so we're told, dates from the days when women wore cocktail hats decorated with clusters of imitation fruit, and it was chic to have a matching drink. The fashion ended in tragedy. One lady, after several drinks too many, became confused and swallowed 2 imitation cherries by mistake. She was rushed off to hospital with hat poisoning.
Nice.
So I don't think there's probably a masculine feminine version anymore. It's probably just an all-round one, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, you can't go masculine feminine, can you? You go they and them.
Just do whatever now. Just a drink.
Just drink your sorrows away. That's pretty much what
anything that gets you fucked up. Mm-hmm.
Anything to make you forget. We live to forget.
Out of all of them, wasn't that was one you...
What?
Just I don't know. Just realization kicked in when I was trying to talk to you. That was one of your better ones, wasn't it?
Probably, just because it's not gin, is it? It's whiskey. Yeah, whiskey's goat. Hague Club, not Club Man. Club Man's for garbage people. Hague Club.
What was the one I got you?
Hague Club. The better one. Yeah, the better one. I made sure you got me the better one. Not the tramp version. Sorry if you drink that, but you are a tramp.
Right, go to page from the book, which is Dictionary of Obscure Stories by John Koenig, Chapter 1. Between living and dreaming, seeing the world as it is and the world as it could be, and the word is elsewise. Struck by the poignant strangeness of other people's homes, which smell and feel so different than your own, seeing the details of their private living space, noticing their little daily rituals, the way they've arranged their things, the framed photos of people you'll never know.
Okay.
Good.
You've always got a better take on the words than me. I kind of blank on what I'm supposed to say, like what the meaning actually is, until you say something, and then I realise.
Maybe struck by a weird strangeness is kind of like, say, well, just walking into my house and your house. It's just a different vibe to it, isn't it? Like, because it's your life and my life, isn't it? It's just, you might walk into someone else's house, especially a new person. Say if you had a new girl on the scene or something, it's just there. You know, it's also new and weird to you.
Yeah, like strange feelings, I guess.
It's their sanctuary, I guess. It's their house, but to you, it's so different. I mean, especially with travel. Like, you travel to, like that Moroccan dude's family's house, just walking in. Like, it's their life, but to us, it's a bit different, isn't it? So, especially
that awkward moment when you're kind of like, you're sat there and you're like, I don't know what to do. Like, everybody's being so chill, and I'm just here because I'm kind of like awkwardly sat, thinking, I don't want to do or say the wrong thing. Yeah, they're telling me to just be normal, and I'm like, if you want me to be normal, you're in for a shock, mate.
It's like, like just going into their house. They're chilled, obviously, because it's their house, isn't it? But to you, you're visiting, isn't it? So you're just a guest vibe,
yeah, exactly.
Isn't it?
Strange,
it's like,
really.
you know that meme that when you're when you're kids and you have that sleepover and you have that fight at like 3 a.m. and the parent comes down and absolutely blasts the fucking kid.
And you're there looking at the wall like, oh, this is good wallpaper, isn't it? Or like, oh, look at that crack in the ceiling.
Like,
oh, yeah, great.
Passively aggressive, like, abuses the other kid though, isn't it? But
and then you're caught in the crossfire, and then they just say, well, if you don't behave, then he can go home, and it's like, it's 3 a.m. where the fuck am I going?
Yeah, exactly.
I ain't going home, am I? So yeah,
spilling the tea on the floor.
Fucking pirate game.
Yeah, but like you said, we could obviously in school it basically was a second home anyway, the other person's house.
Yeah, we just cycle from my house to
Exactly.
your house.
So they're just like, oh, you're staying tonight? Yeah, all right. That's a pretty
Just
cool
appear,
vibe, though.
Yeah.
You reckon probably
Just
the parents
turn
are
up.
just like, well, there's the little tramp that's appeared again.
So this little leech is here. Yeah.
So that did get the strangeness of that, is it? Right. There we go. Main topic.
Oh, we're there already. Fucking hell.
Halloween. What's your verdict on it? It's probably one of the cooler times of year, to be honest. One of the cooler holidays, I would say.
I think it's a waste of time. I don't see the point.
Everything's a waste of time.
But because everything is. What is the point in Halloween?
People dressing up lit to get lit at a pie.
It's cool in that sense. Like, yeah, okay, you can get dressed up and you can get pissed up, but you could do that whenever you want.
But if you were like an artist, say if you were like Vegas standard, don't you think you would be? I'd just host a Halloween pie. Just everyone has to wear a bally to the event. And just
yes, but we're not there yet.
But then if it's that,
it would be cool. Yeah, but
creativity just to send yourself on.
But
Halloween.
at the same time, I do think it's a pointless holiday. I don't even understand like why it's made such a big thing.
Did you go trick or treating as a kid?
Yeah.
Did you?
To a certain extent.
Around your little village?
Times. No, I went other places. I went far and wide for my trick or treating. 10 minutes down the road.
Oh, the snooker club.
Exactly. I went trick or treating in my village once, and it was horrendous.
Be over in about 10
you'd
seconds.
Get given like a banana or something. I'm like, right now I'm out. I may as well just going to shove this up my arse and leave.
What is it like?
So, what is your verdict on trick or treating in both places?
Have you ever tricked? Have you always treated?
Would you rather get the sweets, or would you rather throw eggs at some poor nox's head? I mean, I know which one I'd rather pick.
Probably throw a brick through a window or something. We don't condone that sort of
throw a
thing.
brick at someone's head. That's someone being myself.
Yeah, well, as if you had little kids come up to you for trick or treating. Knowing you'd probably put a live grenade on the doormat or something.
No, I wouldn't. I would like to clarify
Bouncing
that I would
butty
not.
on the door.
Exactly.
Just hear the little claymore.
Got to have some etiquette about yourself, at least.
You just hear the little
grenades.
Oh, we have to plan another one.
Oh, what does he say? Oh, we didn't get that one. We'll get him next time. Or the wasted.
Can you keep it down? We're trying to record a pod.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Right.
who set off my claymore? Oh dear. What's your verdict on Halloween then, other than get lit at a
It's
party,
good,
basically?
yeah. Basically, is I'll just treat Halloween like a party.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. So it's just like any other time of the year, isn't it? Really.
Well, last year we went to Fort Park, so that's when they changed the
Oh yeah. You did.
amusement park into like a Halloween vibe, and that's quite cool. I think that was giving off more of like an American style, don't you think?
Yeah.
I mean, going to like an amusement park where it's open
Yeah.
up like at night as well, like it stays open longer, and you're getting sent around on a roller coaster pitch black's quite.
Yeah,
cool
there's a
vibes,
bit more
to be
point
honest.
to that, really. Like, it's actually a bit more interesting rather than just having a house party. Although house parties can be jokes. I've had some in the past where I've been absolutely fucked off my tits and I died by about 12.
Or even like just a Halloween rave, like you all dressed up and attended
Yeah.
that, and you just went clubbing like in a Halloween attire. And in the scary mazes, so that was part of the thing. So you paid for
Yeah.
like a little maze that you go through, and you're getting chased by paid actors, which are trying to escape.
Last year I got drunk on Halloween and then the next day I had to go caving. So
Yeah.
Jokes.
And then you got chased by anons.
I probably did, to be honest.
Some mutant. No.
No, yeah, but he hasn't been caught yet, the nonce. So there is context to that, but we ain't going into it.
Right.
Right, stories.
Right, Halloween. You're starting off,
Spooky
are you?
stories. I've got a couple. No, I'm not even going to say that, actually. These are stories. Let's just call them stories. We won't say fiction or non-fiction. We'll just say stories. That's the word there. Right, so we'll go through. We'll trade. I think we've got the same amount, haven't we? So
Yeah, probably got a bit
right.
longer.
okay.
Than you.
See it.
Actually, pre-warned before, if you like Strange, Dark and Mysterious delivered to you in story format.
Go and check out Mr. Ballin. No like promotion or anything.
No,
here,
he's
but
just
he
sick,
is
though.
actually banging.
Yeah.
Like he's such a good story
For that,
isn't he?
Just
Yeah.
for Strange, Dark, Mysterious content, yeah,
Yeah.
like true stories, and he gets so much like relevant info sent to him as
Yeah.
well, isn't it? He's not just chatting bollocks sort of thing. He's actually decent. So
Before we
check
get
him out.
into them, viewer discretion is advised.
Yes,
In case you're a big fat pussy.
we probably do have to say. I mean, one
Yeah,
of the
no,
stories. I remember that story.
I've said it, so now we are covered legally. You can all suck yourselves. Right. There's someone under the bed.
Is there?
Always. It's a monster. So there's someone under the bed. Sometimes the very short ghost stories are the best, and this tale from Reddit via BuzzFeed tells the story of a father putting his young son to bed. So I begin tucking him into bed, and he tells me, "Daddy, check for monsters under my bed." I look underneath for his amusement and see him, another him, under the bed, staring back at me, quivering and whispering, "Daddy, there's someone on my bed."
Just a daddy, like
Daddy.
no.
Daddy. Have you ever been called Daddy?
No, I don't like it.
Why not?
I bet you are. Puppy.
I puppy. So yeah,
Only in the right
there you
accent, maybe. There.
And a
okay.
nice big titty goth
So,
bitch accent.
yeah.
Yeah.
Staring down under a bed, looking back at him, same person.
It's probably the dildo staring back at him.
Right. Is that it?
Yeah. On to the next scary ghost story. That's probably not scary at all.
Right, okay, this is a bit longer. I need to try and see actually. Right, okay, yeah. It's called The Man. This man, actually.
Sexist.
In January 2006 in New York, the patient of a well-known psychiatrist draws the face of a man that has been repeatedly appearing in her dreams. In more than one occasion, that man has given her advice on her private life. The woman swears she has never met the man in her life. That portrait lies forgotten on the psychiatrist's desk for a few days until one day another patient recognizes that face and says that the man has often visited him in his dreams. He also claims he has never seen that man in his waking life. The psychiatrist decides... Is it psychiatrist? Psychiatrist?
Depends.
Decides to send the portrait to some of his colleagues that have patients with recurrent dreams. Within a few months, 4 patients recognize the man as a frequent presence in their own dreams. All the patients refer to him as this man. From January 2006 until today, at least 8,000 people have claimed they have seen this man in their dreams in many cities all over the world. Los Angeles, Berlin, Sao Paulo, Tehran, Beijing, Rome, Barcelona, Stockholm, Paris, New Delhi, Moscow, etc. At the moment, there is no ascertained relation or common trait among the people that have dreamed of seeing this man. Moreover, no living man has ever been recognized as resembling the man at the portrait by the people who have seen this man in their dreams.
Pretty kinky, isn't it?
Imagine being that bloke that's just like, you're in my dream, you've got a recognisable face, mate.
Fun fact about that, then,
Yeah.
is you can only dream about things that you have actually seen.
Yeah.
So they all have to have seen that man in
face
some
somewhere.
way, shape or form. That figure, the clothes,
Yeah.
the man as he is, essentially, they have to have seen him somewhere.
Because even just a passing figure in your dream is just someone you might have passed in day-to-day life, isn't it?
Yeah, it could be some randomer that you've literally seen for a split second walking through the streets of London. You have to have actually visualised them to be able to imagine them. Or it might be somebody that you've seen on TV or anything like that. So all these people
Public figures and that, isn't it?
could have watched the same TV programme and that man's just lurking in the shadows or something.
Well, it's all like the big actors, isn't it? Like Dwayne Johnson. How many times do you reckon he's balled up in people's dreams?
Exactly, especially sexual. Just slapping that big
Imagine being
fat
like the sort
bald
of
head.
person though, like you're just constantly just lurking in people's subconscious though, just like...
It'd be well cool, wouldn't
watching
it? It's like Freddy
you.
Krueger.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But he gets the more benefit of killing people.
He gets the benefit of getting lit.
Doing whatever he wants in his dreams.
Exactly. Right, on to the next. My daughter woke me around 11:50 last night. My wife and I had picked her and her friend up from Sally's birthday party, brought her home and put her to bed. My wife went into the bedroom to read while I fell asleep watching the Braves games. "Daddy," she whispered, tugging my shirt sleeve, guess how old I'm going to be next month." "I don't know, beauty," I said as I slipped my glasses. "How old?" She smiled and she held up 4 fingers. "It's 7:30 now. My wife and I have been up with her for 8 hours. She still refuses to tell us where she got them."
What?
Imagine that. Your kid just pulls out 4 fingers out of a pocket or something, just goes there, just holds up 4 just random
Cocktail sausages.
cut off fingers. It might have been cocktail
Severed
sausages.
fingers.
She might have been. Actually,
Salad
I'm
fingers.
not, because it's child. I'm not going to say
Yeah.
anything untoward.
I can't take you when you're saying stuff seriously. 'Cause I always
Why?
think you're just gonna say something just fucking jokes or twisted or fucked up.
If you see us in real life, say something, because anything I'll say.
Whenever
will
you're
get us
saying something
cancelled.
serious, it's just I can't. Because I just know in your head you just fucking just want to just say what you truly thinking, which will just get us fucked up. Right?
Exactly.
Am I doing the big one?
You like doing a
She
big
said.
one.
Why?
Go on, do the next one in the list. So I think that is the big one.
Yeah.
Is that how many pages is that? Like
Few.
7. Fuck me.
Ready? Are you ready, kids?
Aye, Chiron.
The name of this game is The Three Kings, by the way. Oh no, fucked it already. Please don't actually try this. Disclaimer.
Do not try this at home.
I've been posting bits and pieces of my life here, but I find them a little bit boring and self-serving. The last one about the juvie instance was already like 70% made up to my shame. So today I'll post a recipe instead. This is not creepy pasta, which is a good source apparently for creepy stories. At least not yet, and I'm writing it from a train in the NYC area. What I'm about to share with you today is one of the many relatively safe ways in which you can access, not quite enter, a place I call the shadow side. And its effectiveness depends on how seriously you take me. Your mileage may vary. Refer to title. I won't tell you that you shouldn't be afraid of the shadow side. Chances are you've already seen it after all, and merely think it was just a recurring dream. I'll tell you there is no need to be ignorantly afraid of it though. There is a difference. Ignorance fuels fear, and fear can give that place a lot of juice to run on. You have to be big on preparation if you want to try this. It's like skydiving. If getting it right on your first try it's not something you're good at, then this is not for you. Well, obviously, if you're bad at skydiving, then there's only one way, isn't it?
Exactly, that's why it's not for you.
If you do drugs or alcohol the night of the event, you're going to have a bad time. If you're going through some serious issues in your life and are not feeling mentally or spiritually stable, or if you're doing this just to escape, you're going to have a bad time. And if you don't follow my instructions, particularly the multiple backups I'll give you, which trust me are there for a reason, you're going to really have a bad time. So the name of this game is The Three Kings. So we're doing that? Diving in. Skydiving in. Ingredients: a very large, empty and quiet room, preferably without windows. If windows exist, you need to be able to cover them and ensure total darkness. Basements usually work well if they're roomy enough. A pack of candles, you'll only use one if all goes well, and a lighter. A bucket of water and a mug. A fan. 2 large mirrors like the one on your dresser. Don't worry, they won't be harmed. Or if they are, it'd be the least of your concerns. 3 chairs, an alarm clock, an active cell phone. Don't forget to charge the goddamn battery. A loved one willing to follow rules and go along with all this madness. A small toy or dear object from your childhood. The setup. Start setup at around 11 p.m. Place 1 chair in the center of the room facing north. This is important. Place the other 2 chairs exactly to the left and right facing your throne. The distance between your throne and that of your queen and fool should be about the length of your arm to each side, more or less. Place the 2 large mirrors on the queen and fool chairs left and right of you, facing you and each other. Try your best to have them stand at a 90-degree angle, or else you may get more or less than 3 kings. If you sit on your throne facing straight ahead, north, you should be able to perceive your own reflection in each of the 2 mirrors without actually having to turn your head nor your eyes to do so. If you see your own reflection in the corner of your eye just barely there, then you've done it right. Place the bucket of water and mug in front of you, just barely out of reach. Place the fan behind you, turn it on. Don't set it to maximum power. Medium or low is usually enough. Leave it on. Turn off the lights, leave the door open and go to your bedroom. Set the candles by the side of the bed next to a lighter, your alarm clock and your cell phone. Leave it charging. Set your alarm clock for 3:30 a.m. Turn off the lights and sleep while holding your power object. Get some rest. Wake up at 3:30 a.m. with your alarm clock. Turn it off, but don't turn on the light. You have exactly 3 minutes to light your candle, grab your cell phone and make your way to the dark room to sit in your throne. You should be seated by 3:33 a.m. Don't forget your power object. Check for potential red flags. If your cell phone didn't charge for whatever reason, abort the mission. If the alarm didn't go off at exactly 3:30 a.m, abort the mission. If you find the dark room door closed, remember you left it open, abort the mission. If the fan is turned off, you left it on, abort the mission. Side note, if you have to abort the mission due to any of the above, leave the house with your loved one. Go to a hotel or something. There's no need to run. You have time to grab a jacket and your keys and whatnot, but leave. After 6 a.m, the coast should be clear. If all is going as planned, you can proceed and take your throne. Do not Look directly at either of the two mirrors beside you. Do not let the candle go out. The fan is behind you. You must protect the candle with your body, which is standing in between. There's a reason for this, as you'll soon see. Look straight ahead at the darkness, not at the candle, not at the mirrors, just straight ahead. Eagle-eyed readers surely noticed I didn't say during setup which chair was queen and which chair was fool. That's because it's your job to find out, and from their point of view, you are either their queen or their fool too, hence 3 kings. I won't spoil what happens next. Suffice to say, you won't be alone, and if you have questions, you'll get answers. Sometimes in the form of new questions, but hey, that's the story for humanity. Just stay put and try not to move. Again, do not look directly at the mirrors, nor the candle. Just straight ahead, trust me. Don't chicken out either. You need to wait until 4:34. By 4:34, it's all over. It's okay to tremble a little bit, just try not to. Not because it affects the ritual or anything, it's just a pussy thing to do while in polite company. Did I mention not to let the candle go up? That's what the fan is for. You're protecting the candle with your body. But if your body were to be suddenly moved from the fan, we'll turn off the candle. That's backup number 1. Your loved one is backup number 2. At 4:34, she has to come in the room and call your name. If that won't work, she has to call your cell phone. If that won't work, she has the glass of water in the bucket. She can't touch you though. That's a newbie mistake. Backup number 3 is your item of power. The toy or locket or whatever object of strength you brought along for the ride. It will show you the way if SHT shit hits the fan. Trying to remember what the fuck that meant. Oh, multiple backups. You got to be like a Boy Scout if you do these things. If you half-ass it all the way so that it won't work. Worst you can do is take it seriously enough for it to work, and not seriously enough to be prepared for the consequences. If in doubt, refer to title. So what is the point in that?
I don't. So you can speak to spirits and you can get answers and that.
Right, but you're not looking at them. You're just staring ahead, and then apparently in your corner of your eye, you're talking to, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. You're talking to people so you can get answers. That's what I said. You can ask them anything and you'll get answers. So that's the point. It's talk to spirits, isn't there, basically? Interested to see if it actually works, if people actually think that it works, and like.
I think it's too much effort for me.
Oh yeah, exactly. Fuck that.
I mean, you're waking up at 3:30, and then you're sat there for an hour. Are you? Do you have to end the ritual at 4:30? Was it?
An hour and 1 minute. 3:34.
But that's how long the questioning takes, then, is it?
I don't know. I guess so.
What happens then? Do they just clock off? Do they?
Probably, yeah.
That's how I see it, mate.
Bin it off. I'm still stuck on the fact that you saying you're going to have a bad time. If you French fry when you're supposed to pizza, then you're going to have a bad time.
And if SHTF, you're going to have a bad time.
That was just cringe, that. Cringe-worthy.
Sorry. Boomer life, isn't it?
Exactly. Just old man vibes.
I mean, no, whoever says that. SHFT. SHTF, even. Can't even think of the other time. Yeah, that's something I can't be asked to do, so sorry. I wasted your time just listening to it. Just sitting on some chairs waiting for an hour. I mean, the only time I wake up at 3:30 would be to catch a flight the fuck out of here.
Or to end it.
Would you agree?
Yeah.
Or to end it all. Yeah.
Right. Now we'll go on something that's just jokes.
Okay.
It's not.
Good.
It's really not. But right. When I was in 3rd grade, I saw a kid get into a police car while I was in chess club. Turns out his father murdered his younger twin sister and stabbed them to death. Twin sisters and stabbed them to death. Apparently, he told them to play hide and seek and murdered them when he found them. When he finally returned to school, he got bullied. No, it just goes on to a little bit there. He was placed. When he finally, he got bullied to shit out of kids by making fun of his dead sisters. He was placed in custody of his aunt, who later committed suicide, and he was left to the care of the state. That boy's life was horrible. If that's not a reason to kill yourself, I don't know what is.
Was that the story?
Yeah, that's the story. Basically, the fact that the dad was like, let's play hide and seek, and when he found them, he stabbed them to death. One way to play it, I suppose.
This reminds you of that film Ready or Not. Have you ever watched that?
Ready or Not?
No, shut the fuck up. If the husband and wife, the husband has like a rich family, they go over for a dinner party. Spoilers. And SHTF. But that's Ready or Not. So obviously when they see her, they.
Fair enough. I might have watched it. I don't actually know.
It's a banter horror film. So. I wouldn't say it's horror. It's like jokes.
Banter jokes.
You know, like it's one of those. Yeah. It's cool.
Right, next.
The woman's firing it as well. She looks like Margot. Look, that's what she looks like. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Ready? Next?
What are you doing?
I
Yeah.
don't know. I just zoned out.
You.
I was waiting for the Three Kings. No. Right. Before I could react, the man produced an axe from his long coat and brought it to rest on the table before me. I carefully chose my words before saying, "Even with a receipt, I cannot give you a refund of all those blood stains." Okay.
It got used for its purpose. Who cares?
Exactly.
I mean, you've got lit with it, so absolutely lit.
You murdered someone for free then if you got your money back.
Exactly. You could have got money off your victim, and then it's like you've never paid for it in the
And
first
then
place.
they've helped.
Yeah.
Loyalty discount.
Right. Right. A guy beat his pregnant girlfriend to death in front of her kids, then beat their 8 and 6-year-old to death. Couldn't bring himself to beat the 2-year-old to death, so he threw him in the dryer and turned it on.
Yeah.
How bad is that?
It's
How
amazing.
fucked is that?
It's good.
Good. Next, because we probably shouldn't sit on that one for too long.
But is these true stories or
God.
just banter stories?
Just,
You put like a brick in a tumble dryer. Have you seen it? Just trashes the thing.
yeah, now
so-
imagine a baby's head in there.
Shouldn't you, like, you can't tumble dry shoes, can you? Because I think it damages
You can, but
Baby's
you're
the
supposed to put
same.
them in something.
sizes of shoes.
Baby's the same as a shoe, but maybe a bit cheaper.
There was a photo of me sleeping on beautiful red silk on my phone. What I don't know is how the phone got into the coffin with me.
I don't really know what to think of that one.
Don't know what to think about anything.
Yeah, life.
So, you don't know one, or do you want me to just run another?
No, I've got a mad one now.
Okay.
I actually like this one. Right.
You didn't like all of the others.
No, they're all shit.
Yeah.
Right, this is a frightening story of a girl who was alone at home one night for the first time. She has a dog to keep her company. Important. The girl listens on the news about a serial killer on the loose. She goes to sleep after locking all the doors and windows, but one which doesn't close. Suddenly, she is awakened by a dripping sound. Scared thoroughly, she tries to go back to sleep and puts her hand down the bed for a reassuring lick from her dog. As the dripping sound continues, she goes to check the taps in the kitchens, bathrooms and everywhere else but finds nothing. She returns to her bedroom and puts her hand down again for the dog to lick. The dripping sound continues and the girl is too frightened to fall asleep, but as her hand gets licked from under the bed, she slowly falls asleep. In the morning, when she opens the closet, she finds her dog killed and hanging upside down. The dripping sound was from the dog's blood. On the closet door, she sees a message, "Humans can lick too." So that serial killer had been sat underneath her bed licking her hand every time she stuck it there.
Do you know what the weird thing
That's
is?
actually jokes. I really like that one.
It's probably like a true story.
That came off something that wasn't, but there's probably a similar situation
Yeah.
that is like that, to be honest.
But like
yeah.
it'd be, especially with like a woman and a bloke, like breaking into the house, probably has like a fantasy of the woman,
So-
and then just sits there and just stares at her. You know, like that. I think that might be like a Mr. Ballin similar link story where he like hides in the walls and just stares at her sleeping, isn't it?
Yeah, so there's one. Somebody goes into her house, she calls the police, and then they get there, and he's nowhere to be found, and he'd been living in the walls for 2 weeks. So that might be the Mr. Ballin story, but that did come up, but I thought, that one was bad, to be honest.
Wow, that, isn't it?
Exactly. Right.
Or like always change locks as well, isn't it? I think someone came back.
Yeah.
Or something.
There's always joke stories. Like
Always change your locks when you move house.
terrible.
I didn't run when I saw him, so he didn't make me suffer when he stabbed me. That's a you bar.
My life in one. My life in one line.
I just saw him running at you. Well, I'm firming it, charging it.
Just running at you with a knife, and it's like,
Make sure it's killed. Make sure it's a vital organ you are.
it's just afterlife, Ricky
Aiming
Gervais,
for.
isn't it?
Exactly. Don't give a
I
fuck.
mean, if you want to stab me over a can of beans, then go ahead.
Like, what is the purpose of this stab? It's just to prove a point, literally.
Point.
Or just whilst you're at it, just make sure you just get the jugular.
Send it all.
What is the point in a little flesh wound?
Right.
I don't know.
Go forth and bloom.
I don't know.
I've run out now.
I've been talking to my mother for hours, but I don't think she can hear me through the 6 feet of dirt.
That's quite dark, isn't it, really? Fucking hell. I mean, that's everybody that goes to a graveyard to talk to their loved ones. I mean, that is literally.
I mean, a lot of the stories
situation.
that I saw were a lot of you're dead and you're left wherever you are, but you're still conscious. You're still taking in things around you. A lot of those stories were from that sort of POV.
Who's to say that isn't how it works?
So it's kind of like if I thought it was this compact down here, I may as well have been cremated.
I mean, may as well. Yeah.
It's boring and
Bantering.
but yeah. We'll do a few poems and that's it then.
Yep, you got a few poems, and then I've got
A bit
jokes that I've not actually read. So
poetic.
Yep, go on then.
Roses are red, violets are blue. There's someone right behind you. Licking your hand. Look at someone else.
Look in your ass.
You're the prettiest person that I ever saw. I'd so love to snack on your eyeballs. Quite raw.
Was that after they ripped the eyelids off?
It's raw.
It's fucking raw. Where's the lamb sauce?
Warm and juicy. Best served fresh. I love the taste of human flesh.
And that was our poem section. I mean, if you want,
This is
go tell
Poets
your mum or
Corner.
your nan or whatever. There you go. Poets Corner. Yep. If you want to go on to that poetry slam, there you go. You're sorted. You're salted, mate.
Salted like
Salted
caramel.
like caramel. Right. Because there's so many, we'll do jokes now.
Yeah.
As the final act of... Or I could do my fact as well, because I suppose it is
The
actually-
crescendo, this
So
god
we'll just
awful
do fact and joke
performance.
now because it's Halloween related, so I'll go fact first. So, Halloween masks have a sinister past. The rituals of the ancient Celts were more bloodthirsty than the costumes of modern day Halloween. In tradition, Samhain celebrations, the Celts or Celts, whatever you say, masks were made from animal skins and other parts of dead animals. The masks were said to ward off evil spirits as they passed on at this spooky time of year.
I thought this was a joke.
No, I said I was doing fact first.
Oh, sorry. So much I pay attention.
Fun fact for you there.
There we go. So they wanted to spook.
So those masks that we're wearing in the thumbnail and that are currently showing on TikTok Live are actually made of plastic and sadly not made of human flesh or animal flesh
That gives
or
off
my flesh.
Hannibal
This
Lecter.
mask is made of human flesh, so you know.
No. Hannibal Lecter cuts off someone's face. Oh yeah, The Office.
The Office to
First
white,
stage,
yeah. Right, jokes.
Leatherface.
So, jokes, we go on a madness now. I do not know these, so this is the first time I'm reading them.
Pre-warning, the body offensive.
Why wouldn't the barman get the ghost to drink? Because they didn't serve spirits.
Oh.
What do you call two witches living together? Broom mates. Why do witches make great wives? Because they promise a wonderful hex life. Is there a sex life? Do you get it? Vampires sleep all day, fly wherever they want for free, can't see themselves in the mirror. Where do I sign up? Way you laughed. Fucking jokes. What words of wisdom did Mum give her kids on Halloween night?
Suck yourself.
Remember, kids, I like Snickers, M&Ms, and peanut butter cups. I don't know how that's a joke, but okay. What did the old lady say to Death? Nice hoodie. What did the witch say to her new husband? Take a good look. It's the only time you'll see me holding a broom. Why don't vampires strike at retirement homes? Because everyone's on blood thinners. What did the monster say to Dr. Frankenstein? You complete me. What did the ghost say to her psychiatrist? I used to be somebody. You know, I did.
You're just somebody.
That's exactly where my mind went. That's the exact same thing I thought. Right, that's the end of the jokes, of which maybe one was funny, but I can't even think of which one that was because they're all dead.
They're like
They're supposed to be
bar vibes.
hilarious Halloween jokes for adults. I've actually been having penguin bars this week.
Probably
and
better
the
jokes.
jokes are god awfully wonderful. So that's Halloween for you.
But if we had you as your hilarious jokes, it would be banter. But I think it'd only be me and you laughing because everyone's just like,
no, it's just dad jokes. Isn't it?
is
Everybody's
happening?
just like, that's so shit. It's great.
it's so
Call me Tony the Tiger
shit, I wanna-
because it is great.
gun barrel to the temple.
Yeah, but that's standard Tuesday anyway.
Yep.
Right.
That's Halloween.
Yeah, hopefully you have a wonderful Halloween or had a wonderful Halloween depending on when you're listening to this. Don't get too wasted, but
Do
also
get too
do
wasted.
get too wasted. Do silly things, but nothing illegal. And just generally have a good time at this
Just do whatever you want.
spooky time of year.
Do whatever the fuck you want.
Exactly, yeah, just same as the rest of the year because, Halloween's pointless, so just do whatever you want.
Roll
every day of
on.
the year.
Purge night.
Roll on. Death.
New music.
New music. Are we split out, yeah?
Yeah, so the new albums that came out, Taylor Swift, 1989, Taylor's version, NLE Chopper, Cottonwood 2, Deluxe 2.0, 99Z, Abandon All Hope. Singles, Devlin, The Great British Bar Off, David Guetta, Abra Star, Lil Durk, Big FU, Ashniko, Halloween E5, The Moss King, and Chasing Status, Clementine Douglas, Say the Word.
Ash Nico had a new song.
Yes. Weed Killer.
Yeah, I know that one, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I know a few of the other ones, so I'll have to check that one out. I didn't realise NLE Chopper was an album as well. I listened to one song,
Yes.
but
I think he's probably already released Cottonwood 2, I think. So it's just a
Fuck
few
knows.
extra songs added to it.
oh, okay, fair enough.
And then Taylor's
probably why I
obviously, for all the Swifties, I think I know some of the knowledge. It says Taylor's version because she's actually got all the rights to her music now, so she's redoing her older stuff. So fair play to her,
Nice.
that she can actually do all of her stuff herself.
One final note to leave it on. The premiere for Five Nights at Freddy's was the other day, and a massive fight broke out.
Really?
I don't know why, I just seen it on Twitter. Yeah, so, jokes. So go on Twitter and type in that and you might find some jokes, banter. Or if you were there, you got lit, didn't you? So, yeah.
I need to get you to play Five Nights at Freddy's, actually.
There's a new game, actually. It's a new game.
I wonder
coming
how
out,
bad are you at jump scares?
Don't bother me.
Do you reckon, like, right in your face, like,
don't
screaming,
bother
like,
me.
all of a sudden you just mind your business and then that?
That's fine.
It's mad, isn't it?
Because
I'd
you
jump
expect
like a
it. You
motherfucker.
expect it.
I'll probably break the headset or, like, the controller. Yeah, he's jumped too much. Like, what the hell was that?
Jokes.
Oh, wait, I have to play it.
And on that note,
We're done.
yeah. So, as we said, enjoy Halloween or have enjoyed your Halloween.
Toodaloo.
Thank you for listening to another episode. You can find us on all streaming platforms under the SoulInsights Podcast. Please leave us a rating and review. Check out our socials, the SI Index,
TikTok and Instagram.
the Soul Insights Index,
YouTube.
Soul Insights.